Hey, how's it going? Welcome to a video that is kind of pointless, but it's just a thing I wanted to do because I thought that this would be funny, and is why I wanted to do it as a way of demonstrating the probably one good thing about Windows. I have a lot of issues with Windows to the point where if I open up WinVer, yeah, I'm still on Windows 10. Funny enough, I actually paid money for a Windows 10 Pro license, and this is the same license I have been using for, a while now. I'm going to be sticking to Windows 10. I think even when it enters end of life, it reaches end of life, I'm probably still going to use Windows 10 because I don't want to go to Windows 11. I am not sold on any of the AI bullshit. I can just use that as a period of getting over to Linux completely. Windows 10. Okay, here's the thing with Windows, and this is the one thing that makes Windows so good, especially compared to Mac OS, because with Mac OS, you can have software that's like 6 years old that goes out of date. In fact, one of the videos I remember doing a while ago was me replacing Mac OS on this old Mac Mini with Arch Linux, because actually Safari would crash when you go to YouTube, but then you couldn't update Safari any further, and Firefox was too new to run on the operating system. So, in effect, the Mac Mini was useless until I installed Arch, and then it was able to access the internet and go to YouTube just fine. With Windows, though, you can run software that is fucking ancient. As an example, you can still run Roller Coaster Tycoon. Even though now it is still preferable to use like OpenRCT 2. But as you can see here, I have Office 95 Pro, and it's running. Remember, we are on Windows 10, and I'm able to go into here, and it runs just fine. In fact, browse CD contents. Whoa, look at that. It opens up another file explorer, and here we have even a PDF. Oh, it's damaged. That's awesome. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and install this. Now, my Office suite of choice is not Microsoft Office. It actually, for a while, was searching for installed components. It's probably going to freak out a bit like, ah, this is too new! Wow, it is trying to install. You know what? Fuck it. Install to my B drive. Yes, I have a B drive on this VM because I needed some more storage. For reference, by the way, in case anyone who's watching this doesn't know this, the reason why on Windows you start at a C drive is because originally Microsoft DOS did not start at a C drive. It did start at an A drive, but that was your floppy disk. And then the B drive was your second floppy disk, and then the C drive was the actual hard drive inside the computer. So yeah, I guess this is some programming where for some reason it is making the B drive have priority over the C drive. Yeah, you know what? I think I have 8 gigs available on that. Let's go ahead and do that. So something's happened because the cursor has frozen up. It's not spinning anymore. Did it like have a message prompt show up? I don't know. Is it doing anything actually? Oh no, it has frozen up. We'll wait for it to respawn. Yeah, I'm not seeing... We're getting, like, no activity on any of this. So, in theory, this would have worked, but maybe it's freaking out because it doesn't understand that we are in the future. And you can already see that the installer works because, well, it works up to a certain point. Usually, if this wasn't going to work, it wasn't even going to start. We'll just save that, I guess. Has any troubleshooting by Microsoft ever worked? You know, I'm going to try something. What I'll do is I'll just copy MS Office to the desktop, and then I'll just install it from that, because I'm wondering if it's... Like, it honestly could be doing a weird thing because of it being in a VM. Even though it has... interestingly saved some of the settings. No, but it's still doing the same thing. But I do wonder, is this like incompatibility? Whoa. Okay, okay. We made progress somehow. Alright, custom, because of course. Let's just select all. Yeah, I want everything, including bookshelf 95. Alright, well, I got it working. Turns out you can't install it off a CD. Which actually, you know what? I could see how that makes sense, because they did change the CD driver. What, like 15 years ago now? Okay, maybe closer to 11, but yeah. Alright, cool. So this video is saved, because otherwise I was going to be kind of sad. Yeah, destination file. Alright, we are going to explore Office 95. So it just took a little bit of creative problem solving. I hear that that is a skill that companies tend to value. Alright, it's updating my system. Mate, I don't know if this is going to be a shocker to you, but I don't think you can update my system. Though maybe there's an update perhaps I missed from 30 years ago. Setup is updating your system. Setup is updating your system. Oh no, it has stopped responding. Okay, well, hey, good news. I can use Microsoft Binder. Holy shit. It works! Okay, what is this? Why does it keep track of the editing time? Are you kidding me? Why would you need this? What does this do? I'm going to open up a blank binder. Okay, it does this. Can I just... I can... Wait. An Adobe PDF reader. Microsoft... Well, no. Adobe has a feature in Acrobat that is kind of similar. Like here, if I go to create as an example, you can combine them into like a file. This is like a way of combining multiple PDFs. But how do I describe it? It's not quite just copying the pages into one PDF. It's like a PDF of PDFs, to my understanding. Anyway, I wonder if that's what this is supposed to be. Like, can I at least just go to, I don't know, Office and run msoffice.exe? Yeah, okay, look at that. Look at this bar on the side. Bing! Bing! What? Documents, favorites bar. What is this? Favorites. Add, remove Office programs. You can add Microsoft Edge! What? What is this? What the fuck? Can't add whatever the fuck Acme EXE is. It's licensed to John Q. Public Acme Corp. This must be how it hasn't updated my system. Okay. Wow. Alright, WinWard. Correcting a Ward setup program. I don't give a shit. I don't care if my registration is off. Fuck yeah. Alright. It is way off center. But welcome to Microsoft Word. Alright, so we all know what Microsoft Word looks like. All I gotta do is open up LibreOffice Writer, and it is... I mean... Come on. It is almost exactly the same. As I said, I do prefer LibreOffice because it's free. It supports DocX. And that's all I need it for. But we do have in WordPerfect help. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we do have Microsoft Word functioning. And we can make a document that will be... You know what? I want to see if I can just... How hard is it to import a photo? Here we go. This is going to be a JPEG. No, it does the stupid thing where it makes an object of the file. Okay, thanks, Microsoft. We can insert a frame. Yep, we got a frame. That's some text. Alright, cool. This is like Microsoft Publisher, kind of. Oh, alright, so we have multiple windows that you can open for documents. Alright, that's cool. That's a feature that I guess has just existed forever. All right, we can insert a picture. Oh boy. And it has to be a bitmap as well. Okay, this might be difficult. Yeah. All right. GTA 3 to the rescue. We will import... Ah, man. Yes. Okay. Where's Ward Rap? No, surely Ward Rap existed in 1995. Wait, do I have to... I wonder if I have to put this... You know what? I bet you... Yeah, I bet you had to put pictures in a frame. Yeah, I bet you this is how you had to do it. So, I don't know, let's say... I'm just going to copy a Wikipedia page. Yeah, alright, this makes sense. Obviously, this isn't how it works anymore. They have a much better way of doing this now, but... Yeah, I guess this would make sense when you're designing this software back in 1995. Okay, so we got... we got the player texture from Grand Theft Auto 3 as an image. We have some random shit about Steve Ballmer, because of course, never go wrong with talking about Steve Ballmer. How do I format the page? I guess it's page setup here. Okay, why are the margins like that? No one uses 1.25, I swear. Alright, there we go. This is how a page should look. And then this... Alright, cool. So, wow, I didn't know that Microsoft owned LinkedIn. This is what I mean. They own fucking everything. But, okay, yeah, so there you go. That's Microsoft Word. Running on... glitching out, but running on, Windows 10. Let's try Excel. Excel is damaged. Cool. Can we use PowerPoint? Yeah, we can. Okay. What is so sensitive about Microsoft Excel that it doesn't work? Auto Content Wizard? Oh god, is this what AI channels use? You know what? No. We'll do the Auto Content Wizard. We're going to use... It could not... You can't find PowerPoint tools. What do you mean? It's right there. Alright, so we can insert a Excel work... I'm sorry, what? Insert Microsoft Excel worksheet. What is this? It's a server application? You can install a... What? Okay, so... It's clearly... unfortunately, it is a little bit broken. Because I guess the setup hasn't finished updating my system. Alright, we need a video thumbnail, I think. What is this? Oh, wow. That... Oh my god, this is the... This is the color palette option. Sounds. Oh, wow. We have some sounds that we can listen to. Hell yeah. Maybe I can use some of these as like new sign-off sound effects for Absolute Problem. Welcome to the Office presentation. Right. Nice. Templates. Oh, hold up. Found them. Okay. Nope. The day is saved. Yeah, PowerPoint was always my favorite, No, hold on. PowerPoint was always my favorite program. Like, I remember, well, when it came to Microsoft Office. Oh, here we go. Azure. Yeah, you know what? We should use that because of, like, the Microsoft Cloud service. Let's go through all of these. So we have this. Okay, that looks very corporate. This looks like shit. This... You know what? We'll note that down. Bevel. Okay, what about Blue Weave? Oh, that looks like ass. Oh, this looks even worse. Looks like they took a texture from Doom. Wet sand. Who the... No, I gotta know who was like, yeah, I want this. I need this for my PowerPoint. Present. Alright. Wait, we got more? Look at this. These aren't the same. These are different templates. They were hiding some of these from us. Okay. Wow. Alright, let's look at progress. Alright. Yeah, those are warts that don't mean anything. Alright, so... Yeah, we've had a tough year this time, a lot of expenses. Oof. Alright, well, at least, hey, you know what? At least we can put an image of an artist. Okay, we just gotta do this the really stupid way. Yeah, that's enough of a computer. Let's stretch the shit out of it. There we go. Alright. Cool. Can I... Okay, we can do a... No, we can't do a Microsoft Graph, because half of this is broken. No, but we can do an object. Okay, hold up. Why are we able to... This is so weird that it's allowing us to import an OpenOffice.org thing, which, mind you, would be LibreOffice. We can import a modern Photoshop image. What in the world is going on? And unfortunately, the background doesn't change per slide. Okay, you know what? Maybe... I need to... Oh, yeah, that looks... This looks ugly. Oh, okay. Slide setup. Okay, so we can... we can, like, force a weird 16:9 aspect ratio. It's still gonna look wrong on my monitor just because I don't use that, but... Yeah, alright. We have future-proofed this slide. Okay. Absolute problem, 1995. Analysis of a brighter future and more productive prosperity. Alright. So, these icons that you can barely see... It's not even, like, individual ones. Okay, so... Year in review. We have made $18 billion as a cooperative. But... we also spent $90 billion trying to set it up. So yeah, we're in the red by $10 billion. And our future is we're going to start selling TVs. We don't have a pyramid. We're trying to build one. Because it seems like all successful businesses now are just Ponzi schemes. Yeah, alright. Oh, it doesn't even have the slide that says click to end presentation. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, and you don't have a way of lining it up. Yep. Hey everyone, I think from now on when I do update videos of the channel, I should just make them in PowerPoint 95. What was the point of me doing this? Okay, here's the point of me looking at Microsoft Office 95. This still runs on Windows. 30 years later, Microsoft Office 95 still runs on Windows. So in theory, you could have, like, been 20 years old, decided, yeah, I'm gonna buy my first computer, and it's going to have Microsoft Office, and you could just use that forever. You never needed to upgrade because you can still make PowerPoints. You can still write stuff. Oh, you know what? We haven't even checked if that document opens up. Yes. See? So people can still access your stuff. You could still use this. Where now you're like 50 years old, still using the same copy of Office that you bought when you were 20. But it is a sign of, like, the one redeeming quality of Windows. And supposedly this still would work on Windows 11, which, yeah, I don't doubt, because Windows 11 isn't that much different to 10, but it does get a bit difficult. Because even with us being here, it still didn't install everything properly. And I don't know how to really fix that. I don't, like, it could be so many different things. It could actually be because we were installing it onto the B drive instead of the C drive. But I got it working. Point is, though, is that Office software has kind of come a long way, but it has also stagnated a lot. So I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think paying for Microsoft Office is entirely worth it. You could probably get away with LibreOffice, as I have. You could probably get away with just using Google Docs, as I have. And you could, frankly, probably get away with still using Office 2013. Yeah, the only thing that you probably have to pay for Microsoft Office now, and it's just because of how how Mac OS works, is Office for Mac. Because I bet you that there's probably, like, I bet you couldn't run Office 2010 for Mac on a modern version of Mac OS because it's like, oh, it's too old. And like on one hand, I think that's really annoying about Mac OS, and there's not really a reason for it. But also, Mac OS actually does change its operating system every now and again. Like now they are using M2, not M2, they're on like M4 chips now. Like that at least makes sense because it's a completely different system architecture. Intel stuff not working doesn't make any sense, but at least with that, that's a little bit different compared to now where, like with Windows, I'm still running this on x86 compatible processor, which is why this still works, because this is still functionally the same kind of computer. I mean, I know this isn't exactly the most challenging of a picture, but I suppose technically you could save a 24-bit thumbnail, and it probably is formatted properly enough. Yeah. There you go. Oh, and I guess we should go ahead and check this, because might as well. Yeah, does this open in here? It has the lock file system as well. Notify. Wonder what that does. Yeah, as you can see, it just changes the colors a little bit. What does Microsoft Access look like? There's no license for it. Okay, well, go and follow me over on Blue Sky at absoluteproblem.com. Subscribe to the channels. What? I'm out.